quarterbacks who will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Arkansas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Got a man. It's Anthony. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Wants to throw. It's Green. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the left. Turning on the Jets. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Complete out of the backfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Back to pass, it's Green. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Blake. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Reads it, fires complete.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. On the run, it's Smothers. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 17 to Mississippi State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Gives it on the option. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. All alone as he catches it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Rodgers. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. He breaks a tackle. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights. Good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Anthony. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Green. Pulls it in, it's Anthony. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments. Just keeps slinging it. With the catch, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And that one will give him the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The short hands, it's Brown. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So
there he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Give to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll go right back to the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about...
He's taking the shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He got a step and just dusted the field. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 30 over the Groupers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grimes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making checks.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass, it's Green. That's reeled in, it's Brown. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play.
Snags it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have... quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Hogs send that offense back on. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it. And and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one?
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coach.
Looking deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Finds his tight end. Bringing it back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. One more play to pad the stats. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.